Well, let me introduce you to another friend, kind of an old friend. Had it for several years, but I've never shown it on here before. This is FrankenHoe.
Too cold to start a fire, I'm burning diesel, burning dinosaur bones.
So FrankenHoe is a DitchWich backhoe attachment off of a DitchWich full machine. R30 or R40, I think. It's actually, I think it's pretty much the same machine that my trencher, Franken trencher, is off of. If you haven't seen that, put a link up here. Anyways, this, we modified this to work on a tractor. It mounts to the 3-point. Got brackets down here and the top link up here, and then I actually plumbed it in to use the tractor hydraulics, so I just tie a lever forward, and I've got this set up for closed center hydraulics like on my 1855, although there's a pipe right up here that if I pull the plug out and swap the hoses, it'll be open center. I just have to swap one of these hoses into there. So it's easy enough to do. I need to probably change one of those couplers so that it plugs in where my loader plugs in. Here. Yeah. But what I'm going to be working on today is rebuilding some cylinders on here. I actually have already rebuilt this one. These cylinders are, at least, are 1.5-inch rod, 3-inch bore. But the seal's actually a little different on them. And I'll show you here in a little while. But yeah, the big ones that I need to rebuild, the ones that I need to rebuild the most are these swing cylinders. Actually, you probably just saw it drip right there. So these are definitely the worst leaking ones. And if I'm trying to use this thing, I'll go through 3 or 4 gallons in an hour through these things. So they're pretty bad. So hopefully I can get these cylinders apart while still on the machine. I think, obviously I'll have to take this hose off, pull the pin here, and hopefully I can swing this out far enough that I can actually pull the rod out and stick some new seals in there. Yep, drip, drip, drip. At least it won't be rusty in there. Thought I'd explain this cylinder type here. This has a ring that fits a groove in the tube and in the gland. This outside piece is called the gland, and this ring has a hook on one end, and then it's just straight on the other. And basically, you just kind of roll it out. It's actually really not too bad of a lock type to deal with. And there's the other end. Let's see, it's got this, oh wow, not much of a hook left. It's obviously been apart before, but hook's in that little hole right there. Just rotate the gland and it'll just pull it in when we go to reassemble. So I'll put this in the parts tray. So now this end I'll probably have to drive out a little. Release the schmoo. Okay, well, I'm going to take these apart. Then when they're all apart, I'll clean them. Yeah, that's what you need, of course. Holy moly. Okay. Okay, keep those together. That's where that bland seal is that's really leaking, and obviously this has got no wiper at all. Okay, these shall be washed. Yeah, so this is that gland. I just cleaned all this up. Well, not the pistons, because I got to machine those still. This is that gland. I got to pull the rest of the wiper out of there. Wasn't bad. We'll give that a squeege. Okay, so these, wow, that one's really tore up. I don't know if you can see that. That groove in there is way bigger than the other one. And I do not have a seal for that one. Okay. Anyways, here's the normal one. Yeah, I got shot ski. Okay, we're gonna clean this one out. Okay, I'll pop those little guides in after, but I'm gonna put a little engine oil in here. It's clean 1540. Oh, come on. These are way easier than a lot of gland seals. Some of them you have to warm up, stick them in warm water, and then some of them there's a special tool for them. And That's it on that one. And this wasn't leaking. And pretty sure if this were leaking, I could just get a new O-ring. Might not even have to take the whole thing apart. I might be able to pull the gland out, push the O-ring over top of this. But I like to grease these rods up. Because I really don't want to ruin my brand new gland. Oh yeah, I need to install that wiper in there too. I know that this wiper really is just to wipe off dirt and stuff that might get in and ruin that seal, but I'm still going to put some Permatex in there. If anything, to hold it in place more better. Okay, so yeah, I mean this is just like kind of a regular lip seal, but you want the lip actually on the outside because you're trying to keep stuff out. Okay, so now this can go back through the gland. Just keep an eye on everything. There it is. So I had to machine these pistons. I just had to widen the groove where the seal goes a little bit because the seals that I got are a little bit different than what was originally in there. Couldn't find what was originally in there, so that's alright. Made do with what I had. Okay, I was able to get a rod seal for this gland. That was kind of odd. This one has an O-ring boss, which is kind of nice. Some of the other ones I guess do too. But the groove inside was way thicker. The regular seals that I bought wouldn't work. But I went to town, found a Ames Hydraulics, hooked me up with some seals. Got some new O-rings for the outside of the gland too. And this one was also different because this one wasn't split. So I had to just use, well, I'll show you on the lathe. So I was able to modify that one for that O-ring there. So now it's time to install this one. think that went pretty good. We'll check it for leaks here. Okay, so that cylinder and that cylinder are the ones I rebuilt. Looks like this valve up here I need to replace the O-ring. I've done this one, maybe I've done both, I don't know. There's an O-ring in here that I probably need to replace. Unless that's coming from, oh, that's actually coming from that fitting, I think. Anyways, I rebuilt this cylinder and it's not leaking. And it seems to have good pulling power. So 3 cylinders rebuilt. I did not rebuild this one. I don't remember if I need to or not. I'll have to see when the fluid gets good and hot. Then you can kind of tell that it loses pulling power. At least that one up there did. And this one is different. It's got a different rod size, so I don't have a kit for that one. I mean, I could replace the piston seal, but I wouldn't have the gland seal. But I could probably go back to Ames Hydraulics and get one there. But I mean, you know, it's better than a shovel. It gets the job done. But it needs a couple little things. It just doesn't look quite right. Hang on, I think I know what it needs. That's more like it. Well, it works. I'll have to, I don't know, make a video maybe of actually digging this out. I'm just actually trying to bury something here to raise this level up a little bit. Got a low spot here. I want to keep the topsoil, so I just want to scrape off the topsoil and then bury some stuff and then hopefully push it back over and not have such a low spot here anymore. But thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.